Right. Next question is, what immediate steps should be taken if someone is bitten or stung? This kind of depends on what you were bitten or stung by, and also you as an individual. So I just mentioned that actually bees and wasps could be considered the most dangerous because some people have allergic reactions to bee or wasp venom, and that obviously can be very severe. If you have a severe allergic reaction after being stung by a bee, that's very significant. And so for someone who has severe allergies, who gets a severe allergic reaction after being stung by something like, as I said, like a bee or a wasp, your lips start swelling up. Those of you that get these allergic reactions, you're allergic to nuts or what have you, will know about this. But your lips swell, your tongue swells, your face, your skin might swell up, your breathing might go. Obviously, if that happens to you, then the immediate step is to what in the UK call 999. Obviously, if you're in another country, then your emergency services number, please call that immediately. Or if you've had this before and you've been given something like an EpiPen, so some people have been given a pen that you use to inject often things like adrenaline into you to help with allergic reactions, then use that at that moment if you know the feeling of what a severe allergic reaction is. But please do get in contact with your emergency services immediately because that's quite dangerous. Now, if for you that you aren't allergic to these sorts of bites or stings and you've been bitten, for most of you, actually there's not much you need to do. Some people find things like ice packs really helpful, or ice around the bite. Some people find over-the-counter painkillers like paracetamol, ibuprofen really useful for some of the pain. And finally, I mentioned topical steroids that you can buy from your local pharmacy. They can find that's quite useful. Most of you, if you have a reaction, will have, we call it nuisance symptoms, so small amounts of pain, small amounts of swelling on the skin where the bite was. So kind of over-the-counter remedies are usually useful. Some people can get infection after being bitten, so obviously our skin is amazing at stopping various bacteria from getting into us. And obviously if you've been bitten by something, then the bacteria can get in. So if you notice that your skin is developing an infection, you might need antibiotics for that. And obviously it's worth seeking out your local family doctor or pharmacies to see whether you can get some antibiotics if you get one of those. So hopefully it answered a few different, it really depends on what or how you react to bites and stings, depending on what you need to do. Now, obviously, if you live in a country with very highly venomous creatures, very venomous snakes, for example, then the immediate steps will depend on what has bitten you. And if you think you've been bitten by something highly venomous in one of these countries, please do seek your emergency services or your healthcare providers as soon as you can, all right?